Hey, it's Macara Shanae, and we're back. I thank you once again for joining me. I wanted to talk a little bit more about the enhancing the physical as we're going through the different letters in the word strength, going through our journey from struggle to strength. I've been sharing some of my stories and different things, different struggles that I've kind of been through or things that have happened in my life, my personal life experiences. And I wanted to share something else falling in line with the enhancing the physical. Um, so I remember when I was younger and I was in, I want to say middle school and high school. My mom used to make me wear skirts and dresses to school every day. And I was going to a public school, so it's not that it was a uniform or a dress code. It was just something that she preferred. And we're not talking about whatever the latest fashion trends were. I mean, my skirts and dresses were probably 10 to 20 years prior to the time period that I was in. And so, and that was because we shopped at the thrift store and looking for those Tuesday bargains or what have you. We were making it work. Times were sometimes a little bit rough, but we were making it work. And I just remember me wearing these skirts and dresses, and they'd be past my knee. I remember there was this one burgundy one I had. It was corduroy. I mean, it was hideous to say the least. But anyway, I was made fun of quite a bit at school. I mean, I was picked on. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I had kind of issues and challenges with my hair, and my I don't know how you explain it, but I was just going through all kinds of little things. So I would be in braids or trying to get my hair pressed out or whatever it was. I was always kind of just having some issues with my appearance, and because I was picked on a lot about it, I had a hard time gaining that confidence of who I was. And I remember even at one time I was putting on some weight, and my mother came and she would hit me and say, "You sure are getting fat there, Missy." And I didn't know how to take that then, but I just kind of internalized a lot of things, and I just had a hard time really getting out of that. So that was definitely one of my struggles, trying to figure out, am I pretty? Am I beautiful? I didn't feel like I was pretty. I was always talked about and what I had on, what I looked like, what my appearance was. By the time even getting in high school and still having to wear skirts and dresses, and other teenagers wearing makeup, and just in whatever the fashion trends were, and I didn't fit in that line at all. So I didn't really have a lot of friends. I was kind of, I don't know, I guess I would call myself kind of homely, and not that that's a bad thing. It's just that, kids can be so cruel, my peers, and those things can have lasting effects. And they definitely had a lasting effect on me. And so even as I got a little bit older and was able to make more decisions for myself, go shopping for myself, and be able to do makeup or whatever it was, I was always trying to enhance my physical, because I didn't have that confidence on the inside. And that was built from the struggles and being made fun of. And I remember um, I would be scared to go to my PE class because I had these tennis shoes. Everybody was wearing whatever the latest shoes were, Nikes, Adidas, Converse, whatever they were. I didn't own a pair. So I had a pair of tennis shoes that I gotten from, I don't know, I probably like Payless or something, and I was proud of them, no problems with me. But when I would go to PE, there was this one particular guy that all he would do is crack jokes the whole time I was in high school. He was known as the school jokester. Well, for some reason, I was always the brunt of his jokes. And it would just hurt me so bad that I didn't want to go to PE, because he would point it out to everyone. Look at her shoes, and what do you call those? And it just made me feel really bad about myself. And so there it began, that struggle that I had with really trying to grab a hold of, who I was, and try to find my confidence to exude something that I felt wasn't there. And I began to, when I got older, try to, like I said, fix myself up and figure out how I can pull that out. But I realized that didn't take the struggle away. I continued to carry that with me. I continued to feel bad about myself and wondering, who am I? do I love myself? Do I really love myself? And seeking for that beauty, that beauty that is within, that beauty that I was created with. And I continue to go after that. But it just came a time where I had to really stand tall and take that struggle, turning it around so that I wasn't using that as, oh, I was picked on, and so, people talked about me and they didn't like the way I looked and they didn't like the way I dressed, and so this is why I'm just not confident about myself, and this is why I'm just going to go in my shell, or wear these baggy clothes and kind of sit back and not care about how I look. And I had to change that and grab a hold of the positive and say, because of that, I do know how to do some things to express myself. I do feel good when I get myself dressed up and take that step out, or do a little something with my eyeshadow or my makeup or something. But I had to get to the point where I wasn't doing that because I didn't like myself. I wasn't doing that because I feel like I'm not beautiful, or because I don't have inner beauty or outward beauty. I know that I am beautiful inside and out, but I also know that there are little things that you can just do to just enhance the physical, so you can stand up tall. And I had to grab a hold of those things, but also remembering that it doesn't completely make me. I can't cover up what that was. So when we're talking about enhancing, we're not trying to mask or hide. We're just, helping to bring out the confidence that's already within. And so I used those experiences in my teenage years to help me realize that it doesn't matter what somebody else may feel about me. It doesn't matter what someone else says. I turn that around, and that makes me even stronger to stand up and say, I've got this. I know that I'm beautiful. I know that I'm strong. I know that I'm confident. And I know that I can be strong in who I am. And you can too.